This journaling activity is going to help you create resolve and resolution between the various parts of yourself. Sometimes in a situation, a part of you feels one way, but another part of you feels a different way, and you may be struggling to determine what decision to actually make. This is the perfect journaling exercise if that's what you have going on. My name is Aaron. I am a certified life coach, and I specialize in metaphysical techniques for self-care and personal development. And not only that, I love self-discovery and journaling exercises as well. Make sure that you stick around to the end of this video because I am going to have another suggestion for you in case you are looking for additional journaling prompts regarding self-care, goal achievement, personal development, all that good stuff. I have just the thing for you. This video is going to be divided into 6 different steps, and there will be timestamps in the video to help you better navigate your experience. The first thing you're going to do is choose a topic, choose a situation, choose an event that's going on in your life. What specifically has brought you to this journaling session today? Very simple and easy. The second thing you're going to do is label the different voices. Now, if you are into shadow work, if you are into Jungian and Freudian psychology, then you have probably heard terms like the inner child and the inner critic. These are good terms that you can use for the different parts of yourself, but you can also make up your own thing. You can have the protector, the warrior, the cheerleader, the mini-me, whatever it is that you want to call these different parts of yourself. Just try to give them some sort of identifier. Now, I will say with this step and this journaling exercise, you really want to make sure that you are maintaining your mental and emotional balance. It's important for you to understand that even though you are giving yourself or giving parts of yourself these names or these attributes, it's important to remain whole and integrated. Do not feel like these are actual separate entities. All of these are different aspects in different ways that you feel, but I would definitely avoid going into the deep end and creating personalities for yourself. I wouldn't do that. Step 3 is going to be writing the conversation. When you start to write your conversation, I would just start with the predominant way that I feel. So that's what I would suggest that you do. Start with the predominant way that you feel and let it unfold like any other natural conversation, intuitively and naturally and harmoniously. Don't try to make these different aspects of yourself say anything. Don't even really have a certain expectation.
I know you're getting your learning on, but I want to quickly draw your attention to the crystal jewelry that I'm wearing. Typically, I wear something different in each video. This is a labradorite. And here I have some elite noble shungite with pyrite, as well as a Herkimer diamond necklace. You can find handmade crystal jewelry and crystal rolled incense, along with small batch handmade Florida waters in the HIYERAlignment.com metaphysical shop. Your support means a lot, and it helps me to continue making self-care and personal development tutorials and resources just like this one. Check out the link to my shop in the description box below. And now let me continue giving you the tips, tools, and techniques that you can use in order to create a positive transformation in your life.
Just like you would approach a conversation with different parties or different members of a group with the goal to come to some sort of reconciliation, you don't know what the other individuals are going to say. You're not planting words in their mouth. You're not trying to set them up, hopefully. So you want to approach having this conversation or writing out this conversation in exactly the same way. Step 4 is you are going to find common ground. Finding common ground is going to be the key to leading you to resolution. It is going to be the key to harmonizing the emotions and the feelings and the desires and the wants and all of the different ways that you feel to lead yourself in the most harmonious direction. I would also include writing down concrete forward moving steps. Sometimes we tell ourselves, okay, I'm going to make a shift, I'm going to make a change, I've made a decision. But because we don't actually have those concrete, actionable steps to take, we don't follow through, we go against what we said we were going to do. So you want to make sure that you're actually creating forward movement and actually coming to a resolve and a resolution. The fifth thing you're going to do is conclude with a summary. Once you are near the end, just go ahead and summarize everything that has happened just to make sure that you hit on all of your emotions, everything that you felt. Even though that coming to a resolution is a step and it is one that I think is important, don't feel rushed to come to a resolution. So if you need to continue your journaling session for 1 or 2 or 3 or however many sessions you need, using this technique, using another technique, doing whatever it is that you need to do to come to a consensus, allow yourself that freedom. But let me get to our last section and give you some more tips for success. If you're unsure how to start, I already gave you the tip of starting with how you predominantly feel, but you could also imagine the different aspects of yourself that you have labeled as a character or even as a color. You could assign each of them a color that you feel like somehow represents them, their emotions, their feelings, their desires, their wants, and then let the conversation kind of come about in this creative, imaginative, and playful kind of way. Once again, allow the conversation to flow naturally, allow things to come up. Don't have a certain agenda to already make one part of yourself win against the others. That's just manipulative and really using affirmation bias. So, approach the technique and the journaling exercise honestly, openly, authentically, and use this exercise as often as you need. It's really helpful when you are between a rock and a hard place, between bone and rock, when you are stuck on making a decision because you feel conflicted. This is a great alternative and I think a bit more creative than a pros and cons list. If that is something that you have done in the past, this one I think allows you to dive in a little bit deeper and touch on more important emotional aspects of your experience. I did also promise you that if you stayed around to the end, I was going to have another suggestion for you regarding journaling prompts and exercises, and this is my personal inquiry inventory. So, this journal, this workbook has more than 50 pages of exercises, different journaling prompts organized into 2 different sections in each of the areas. So there are 7 areas that I cover: health and fitness, relationships, career, finance, personal development, spirituality, and recreation. You can go through all of the areas. You can pick an area in which you wish to focus on. Maybe you're working on your money or you're working on your relationships and you're just trying to figure out this self-care, self-transformation game, and you want to know where you are, where you want to be, and to develop some concrete steps on how to get from point A to point B. And that's exactly what you will learn and you will do with the personal inquiry inventory. I am going to tag it in this video as well as listing it in the description box below under the additional resources section. So go ahead and check that out. While you are down there, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you don't miss any future videos, tutorials, techniques, guided meditations, all of that good stuff. But in the meantime, in between time, here are 2 more videos that YouTube thinks that you would enjoy.